does the work with Twitter. We share articles, we post tools on the website, we bring in speakers and feature their slides on this website and on the main website also. It's a process of engagement, it's a series of conversations, it's both our attendance at other events. We've been privileged to be involved in some of the UMAFRA events. We've been able to sponsor and be sponsored by many of the economic developers here in this room in terms of research that is relevant to the region. So it is a shared responsibility, and each of us has a small role in being a part of a network of economic transformers. I would love to continue this, but I think let's just take one other or two other questions specific to this session, and then as we go upstairs, for those of us who can stay behind, we can provide more details in how we can be part of the change that is needed. We'll take David's and also Dan's question, and then I think we will call it a day.
Has growth in the creative economy in Ontario been sufficient to offset the losses in the manufacturing?
No. I mean, I think that it's a mistake to think that I don't know if you went to Professor Christopherson's talk, but I really liked her talk where she just reminded us of the importance of manufacturing. And I mean, I really believe in the sort of Jane Jacobs idea of diversity in place, and that the more kind of dimensions of economy that you have, the more resilient you are going to be. And I think that that it's really important to think about what kind of manufacturing we can do in Ontario. There's so much sustainable manufacturing. We sort of have these myths about big dirty industrial manufacturing. But I think that as planners too, thinking about bringing production back into the city, how can you do that on a smaller scale? But no, it hasn't been enough to offset. I think that we need to think about both multiple strategies. It's my own argument, but others would take issue with that as well.
I just mostly wanted to make a comment. There's some funding through your local municipalities and Pella CFDC, working with MPI, Kevin Stolaric, and quite a few other people. We came out with a report called Canada's Creative Corridor, which is the Eastern Ontario geography, a lot of the regional stuff that Betsy was talking about. So you would want your economic development folks to make sure they're aware of that. That's an open participation. Any community can participate in working with and actioning that. And Kevin, myself, and quite a few others are part of now an Ontario Creative Economy Alliance, where we're trying to come up with soundbite definitions, broader definitions, and action plans to harness the potential of the creative economy in our communities. But Canada's Creative Corridor, if you Google it, I'm sure it'll come up pretty high on the list.
We look forward to your contributions to this series of important discussions, and we are thankful for your presence today and your inputs today. Before those of us who can stay and go upstairs, please take a moment to do two things. First, if you've not signed this sheet, please do sign it so that we can send you resources on the creative economy as they become available, and we can keep you informed about the seminar series. I will leave it at that door. And can we now take a moment to thank our own very informed, very articulate, and incredible resource, Dr. Betsy Donald.
Welcome to email me and get in touch if you have any other questions or resources. If you want to, any of those papers that I mentioned, please just give me an email and I'm happy to share.
And I believe that Dr. Donald will make available a subset of her slides, so if you would like to have that information, do let us know. Thank you all for coming, and we'll see some of you upstairs in 403. Thank you.